Vitamin D is one of the most important vitamins in our body, and we are fortunate that vitamin D is we can make it in our skin from exposure to sunlight. Also, there is another source of vitamin D, but it's very little, which is from the food that we eat. But that's not sufficient enough for us. So we need to make sure that we have enough sun exposure to get what we need from vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency is when the blood level of vitamin D is lower than the normal. What I mean by that is lower than what your body needs. Vitamin D is very important for your bones, for your general good health, and the evidence showed that basically having normal levels will reduce the risk of having heart disease, risk of having cancer, and risk of having diabetes as well. Vitamin D deficiency, first you can have quite a few symptoms. It can be non-specific. You can just generally feel tired, feeling sleepy, lazy, depressed, feeling low, having general body ache, and this is in general. It's a very vague symptoms to say that you have vitamin D deficiency. And if it's a very severe deficiency in vitamin D, that will affect your bone. So you will have what we call osteomalacia, which is thinning of your bone. So it will be at increased risk of having fractures. That's in the adult. While in the children, you will have like abnormal shapes of the bones. We're living in a sunny country, but we're trying our best to avoid the sun. So we're trying to stay inside most of the time. Even when we're going out in the sun, we try to cover our skin. So we're wearing the long sleeves, we're wearing the hats, we need to do that to protect ourselves from the extra exposure to sunlight. But your skin will need about 20 to 30 minutes twice a week exposure to sun to get enough of vitamin D. So trying to avoid the sun is one of the things that we're having a low vitamin D because of that. The other thing is the type of your skin. The darker the skin, the less the ability to make vitamin D. That's another thing we need to keep in mind. And using of sunscreen as well, that will also affect the making of vitamin D in our skin. To make that vitamin D, you need to be in direct sun exposure. So if there's like just sitting in front of the window, that's not enough for you. So it needs to be direct sunlight for you. So if you open the window and you put your arm, that's okay.
Medeor, your downtown medical center.